Hello guys, my name is Anna and I'm here today to present my April-May wrap-up. In the month of April I was a lazy ass and I didn't film a video, and now I regret it because I've read so many books in each of the months, and combining it's gonna be like 30 books or something. So it's a lot of books and I regret it. I mean, not filming a video, and I'm never gonna do that again. Please forgive me. And I'm so sorry, I'm actually sick. I thought I was going to be better by the end of the month, but I'm not. I don't want to delay filming a wrap-up video since this is the last day of May. So yeah, sorry if I sound strange or I'm gonna be like touching my nose. That's just because I'm sick. And I am not feeling 100%, more like 43 or something. So yeah, let's just get right into the wrap-up. I'm rambling too much. In the month of April, I've read a total of 12 books, but pretty much half of them were graphic novels. So yeah. The first book I read in April was Nightmares by Jason Segel and Kirsten Miller. I got this book for my birthday from my friend, and I was super excited about this book. I knew it was a good book, and it's a beautiful edition. I mean, like, can you look at this dust jacket? It's beautiful, and the actual cover is also pretty amazing. So this is about the boy. He moves into this house, and he has horrible nightmares. And the thing is that he's afraid to go to sleep. But his nightmares are actually becoming real, and so he cannot not sleep, he cannot sleep because he's afraid and all that. It's actually a children's book. I think it's like a middle grade book, but I enjoyed it so much. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. It's amazing. It has beautiful, beautiful pictures. I'm gonna show you right now. Every time I saw the next picture, I was so excited, and I was just sitting there and looking at the picture and just being blown away. I don't know. They're just beautiful. I don't know if you can see them properly. I hope you can. This is the picture, and it's beautiful. I love it. I love them so much. I definitely recommend it reading, no matter how old are you, because this book is really good, and it's getting a sequel. I think this year the sequel's coming out, so I'm really pumped about this. I want to have the sequel. So the next book I read was actually a graphic novel, and I showed the previous 2 volumes in the previous wrap-up. So this is Major Thunder, the volume 3. It's called St. Patrick's Day. I really enjoyed it. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I'm obviously not gonna tell you what it's about because it's the 3rd volume, but I love it, and the art is amazing. It's one of my favorite illustrator, Russian illustrator. I just love her so much, and I was like drooling over pretty much every single picture and page. So yeah, I enjoyed it really much. So the next book I read was Joyland by Stephen King, and it was my first book by this author. I know he's popular, but I've never read anything by him. And in April I finally did, and I quite enjoyed this book. I think I gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars. It was an enjoyable read. It was pretty quick, but it wasn't mind-blowing or anything, but it was good. It's about this guy named Devin, and so he takes this summer job in the amusement park in Joyland, in hopes to forget the girl who broke his heart. But in this amusement park he's facing some difficulties connected to the fact that there was actually a murder in this park several years ago. And so everybody's talking about the ghost, and he's trying to see the ghost of the murdered girl. And so it kind of picks up from there, and it's not only about that. Like, I didn't expect it, but it's quite a serious novel, I guess. It's like a novel of coming of age, growing up, and just friendship and love. So I quite enjoyed it. So after that I read 2 more graphic novels. It's the same Russian publishing company as the Major Thunder. This is called Enoch. I don't know if it translates to English actually. I'm so sorry, but I really enjoyed those two. I think I gave the first one 4.5 stars, and the second one I gave 5 stars because I enjoyed it more than the first one. It's about this young man who gets an inheritance from his grandfather, and it's a big cross with jewels. And basically it's a family relic, and he sells it to buy a car. And so he gets in an accident on this car with his brother, and he's sent in the past to correct his mistake and to collect all the jewels in this cross so he can go home. It's really interesting. I didn't expect to enjoy it as much as I did. I mean, I hoped I would, but still, I enjoyed it really much. I'm looking forward to a continuation. I think the third volume is out next this month, in June. So yeah, I'm really excited about this one. The next one was the third installment in the Witcher series, which is called Blood of Elves. I enjoyed this book quite a bit. I think I gave it 3.75 out of 5 stars. It was an enjoyable read. It was kind of slow, but overall the series is kind of slow for me. It's interesting, it's an interesting fantasy, but it's not like funny in any way. But it's interesting, it's a lot of fun to read, just a slow-paced book, and I don't really mind it. The next graphic novel I read was by the same publishing company as the Major Thunder and Enoch. This is called, it's really hard to translate, but basically it means the killer of the devil, or like killer of the demon, something like that, you know. This is about a man, and he's basically running around Moscow and killing demons from hell. And he has a history. His whole family is dead because of the demons, so now he's like getting a revenge. It's a really nice comic series. I think I gave the first volume 4 stars, and this month I also read the second volume and I gave it 4.5 stars. It was really good. I like the series. I like pretty much all of the series by this publishing company. I really enjoy that. Next, I read a webcomic, which is called The Less Than Epic Adventures of TJ and Amal. Oh my god, guys, it was so good. Like, I read it and I reread it the next day. It was so good. The characters are so alive in this webcomic. All the emotions on their faces are so beautifully done. There's a whole chapter without one word in it. Like, there is no words in it. But judging by their faces and by their emotions on the face, you can totally understand what's going on and what are they thinking and what are they talking about. This is so great. This is like, I gave it 5 out of 5 stars, obviously. I recommend it to everyone. It's amazing. It's like my favorite webcomic of all time. So the next book I read was The Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger. It was actually a reread for me. I've already read it twice in Russian, and this third time I decided to read it in English. I don't know why I love this book so much. I think I gave it 4 stars, maybe 4.5, just because of the writing style. I don't know, I enjoy Salinger's writing style. I love it. A lot of people seem to hate it, but like, I maybe understand why. It's not the most interesting read maybe, but it totally has me. I don't know, it's one of my favorite books, and the writing style is just so beautiful and I love it. And my favorite scene when he's talking about becoming a catcher in the rye, and it's beautifully written. I love it. So yeah. Next was another webcomic which is called Always Raining Here. I think I gave it 3.5 stars. I quite enjoyed the first volume, but it wasn't my favorite or anything. It was just okay. The last one was, haha, surprise! Another graphic novel by the same publishing company, Bubble. This is actually a crossover between 2 series, between Enoch and this Devil Kill guy I told you about just recently. I'm not gonna go into the plot because it'll be a spoiler. Not that you can get and read it because I'm not sure it's translated to English yet. But I'm pretty sure that Bubble is going to translate their comic books, their graphic novels, in English. So you might wait and you might pick it up. I'm done with April books, and now coming to May, I've actually read a tons of books. Like, really, I did not expect to read as much as I did. I've read 19 books, 4 of them, only 4 of them were graphic novels. I'm like, what? How did I do that? The first book I read in May, I actually started at the end of April, but I couldn't finish it. So I finished it in May, and that's the Silver Lining Playbook by Matthew Quick. I really like Matthew Quick books. I've read Forgive Me, Lena Peacock, and it was one of my favorite books last year, I think. So yeah, I really enjoyed this book. I've been meaning to read it for a while because I watched the movie, but it's totally different. Like, the movie is good, the book is good, but they're different. You cannot probably compare, but I liked the ending of the book more than I liked the ending of the movie. It's about this man, Pat, who was in a hospital, in a mental hospital, because he did something. Yeah. It's him coming home and trying to live a normal life again, cope with his problems, and he's working on himself physically and mentally. He started reading books. I really enjoyed it, but if you love classics and if you haven't read a lot of them, this book contains spoilers to a lot of classic books. It was an enjoyable read. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. I flew through it very quickly. So yeah, definitely check it out. It's a great book. The next book I didn't actually read. I listened to the audio version of it, and this is 13 Reasons Why by Jay Asher. Guys, I really liked the audiobook. I mean, I hate audiobooks because I cannot listen to them. I get distracted and I just don't get what they're saying. But this book was so well done that I've listened to it and couldn't think of anything else. I just listened to it. It was so interesting, so good. The plot was interesting. There were 2 narrators, and they've done a wonderful job. They were so good. This book is basically about this girl who commits suicide. She sends those tapes in which she recorded 13 reasons why she committed suicide. So it's 13 people, I think, involved in any way with her committing suicide. And we're following this boy Kulei, who receives this box of tapes, and he listens to them, and he's kind of like talking to Hannah, the girl who committed suicide, talking to the tapes, and it's wonderful. It's really well done. I give it 5 out of 5 stars because I enjoyed it so much, especially the audiobook. I don't think I would enjoy an actual book as much as I enjoyed audiobook. So definitely check the audiobook out if you want to read it. So after the audiobook and such an intense topic, I've decided to pick up something fun. And guess what I picked up? You're right. Graphic novels by Bubble, the publishing company. This series is called The Red Fury. I really enjoyed this series. I thought I wouldn't because it's about this thief, Nika, yeah, and about the secret organization. It sounds kind of beaten up, but I enjoyed it really much. I liked it. I liked the characters. So I read both volumes in May. Just one by one. I couldn't resist. I couldn't wait because they were really well done, very well written. I think I gave the first one 4 stars and the second one 4.5 stars because there was this story in the end. Just added another 0.5 stars, you know. Right after the Red Fury, I read The Martian by Andy Weir. Now, I fell in love with this book from the first line. Basically, the first line of the book says something like, "I am fucked," or something like this. And I knew I was gonna love this book, and I absolutely did. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. It's about this man who goes with his crew on a mission on Mars. and he gets left behind for a reason, but he gets left behind all alone on Mars. And he needs to survive, and he's basically a very smart man. It's science fiction, it's scientific, it has a lot of, you know, unknown words and all, but it's all so well written and explained that you can understand it even if you don't like sci-fi, if you know nothing about like space and science, because I surely don't, but I enjoyed this book so much. It's so much fun. I literally laughed out loud, which I didn't in a while. It was so good, guys. Just go check it out if you haven't, because it's an amazing book. Basically, it was one of the favorite books I've read in the month of May. Like, it's up there. It's so good. It's so good, guys. Just go check it out. After The Martian, I, for some reason, decided to pick up The Princess Diaries. I guess I just missed it. I really like the movie. The books are nothing like movies. I've read 3 of them. I basically, there are like 10. The 10th book is coming out next month, I think. I read 3 of them one by one. It was okay. I gave the first one 3.25. I gave the second one 3 stars, and the third one 3.75. Mia, the main character, is kind of annoying. I think it's not for me because it's basically about a teenage girl. She's like 14 and I'm like 20. And I'm not saying I'm all grown up and all, but a lot of her decisions and thoughts kind of annoy me. But if you want something lighthearted and like reminding you maybe of your teenage years, then you can pick up the series. After the 3rd book of The Princess Diaries, I read dun, 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 Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. And I'm not gonna talk about this book because I made a whole video discussing this book. Yeah, I will link it down below for you if you want to check it out. I obviously gave it 5 out of 5 stars. Basically, favorite book of the month. The Throne of Glass, I finally received it! It's also by the same publishing company. It's very short, but I enjoyed it. So basically in Russia we celebrate the Day of Victory, I don't know, 9th of May each year. We celebrate victory in World War II. And this year it was 70 years, so it's basically a round, beautiful number, and the publishing company decided to make a special. It's about this grandfather of one of the main characters in Enoch series, the main character in the Enoch series. I really enjoyed it. I think I gave it 4.5 stars because the last chapter also had me. It was so good. And I just really enjoyed it. So after that I picked up Buddha in the Attic. I think it's called Buddha in the Attic. It's a beautiful edition. I basically bought for my roommate. I bought it because I liked the cover and the pages are all pink and beautiful, and I did not enjoy this book. I gave it 2 stars. Because this book has 2 stories. I've read only first one and I was like, okay, I've read it, now I can put it down and read something really enjoyable. After that, I was at Comic-Con. Yay! I was at Comic-Con! I was so excited. It was the first Comic-Con in St. Petersburg, and I went there, and it was so good. So good, and I enjoyed it so much. But the second day I went there alone, and just some circumstances, and I was kind of bored because I've seen everything pretty much, and there was a comic library, and I sat there and I've read The Same Difference by Derek Kirk Kim. Oh my god, his name is so hard to pronounce. Yeah, it was okay. I think I gave it 3 stars. It was a graphic novel, or more like a comic book. Again, wasn't anything too good. It wasn't bad. I enjoyed it while I was reading it. It was quite thick, but I flew through it. It's a comic book about friendship and just like life in general, I guess. After that, for some reason, I picked up the 4th book in the Princess Diary series, and I regretted it so much. I struggled through this book because Mia was so annoying in this 4th book. I could not stand her. I gave this book 2.75 only because Michael was awesome. Okay? He basically saved the book. Michael was awesome. I like him as a character. Basically in this whole series I like Michael. And that's all. Mia was such a child, such an annoying self, unsure, and just like, no, not for me. I'm not sure I'm gonna be continuing on with this series, because if Mia is not gonna get any better, any more, you know, self-assured, I will not be able to read this series. After that, I needed something I knew I would enjoy, so I picked up Simon vs. the Homo sapiens Agenda by Becky Albertalli. I enjoyed it as much as I did. I gave it 4.75 because it wasn't my favorite, but it was really good. I liked, it's basically about this boy who is, like it says in the synopsis, not so openly gay, but he's gay and he's not ashamed of it. And that's cool. Nobody around him knows. Even his 2 close friends, 2 best friends, they don't know. And there is one guy who sees his emails with another character, which we don't know who he is. His nickname is Blue, and that's all we know throughout the entire book, pretty much till the ending. And Simon has been talking to him for a while, and they're like flirting and all that. And so basically this classmate sees him and starts to blackmailing him, kind of in a way. Things kind of picks up from there. I liked that it has LGBTQ characters. It's amazing. I really like books about LGBTQ characters. They are just usually wonderful. And this book was so well done. There was no unnecessary suffering, you know, like all those teenage books. There wasn't. It was a happy, fun book, fun read, and the ending was so satisfying. Like, I loved the ending. I loved who Blue turned out to be. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you. You go and read this book. And next, I marathon through the whole series of Andrei Belyanin. I talked about him before when I was showing you my book Sword Without a Name. So yeah, it's a Russian author, a Russian fantasy author again, and this series is called Shapeshifting Town, something like that. It's about this man, Kozak, in Russian Kazakh. So, because of some circumstances, he finds himself fleeing into this shapeshifting town. This is a trilogy. I love this series a lot. I have the first book as a physical copy, but it's in my hometown, so I can't show it to you really. The whole series is really good. I think I gave all the books 4.5 stars. I really enjoyed the series. I just flew through it. I basically read the whole trilogy in less than a week. And after that, I picked up Magonia by Maria Davana Headley. I enjoyed this book. It was a unique book. I've never read anything like it. I gave it 3.75 out of 5 stars, but like 4 stars maybe. It was a solid read. It was very interesting. I had some issues with romance and with like almost romance in this book. It was kind of confusing. I didn't understand some of the actions and some of the characters. So yeah, but basically I really enjoyed it. I even shed a tear in the middle of the book. It's about this girl, Asa, who cannot breathe. She has troubles breathing, and after some time she finds out that she's not actually human being, and that's why she had trouble breathing. I'm not gonna get much into it because anything I am going to say is gonna be a spoiler, but if you want something interesting and unusual, something different from what you've read recently, I would definitely check out this book because it was a weird but an interesting experience. And the last book I've read, I also didn't read. I listened to the audio version of the book, which is called Fortunately the Milk by Neil Gaiman. This is the first book I've listened to him, and he was the narrator, which was awesome, which was pretty much the reason why I decided to listen to it. Also, my friend recommended it to me. So yeah, I gave it a go. It lasts like 1 hour. I think it's a very short book. It's definitely a children's read. I think if you have children, if you don't know what story to tell them before bed, Fortunately the Milk will be a perfect story because it's awesome. Really, I liked it. I'm a grown up, kind of, in a way. But I enjoyed this audiobook a lot. I think I gave it 3.5 stars. It was very interesting and fun and so unusual. Like, good unusual. I will be reading more serious books by Neil Gaiman because he's an amazing author and I know it, but I can't get my hands on his book. Like, I literally have too many books to read. That's a problem. That's I think that's the biggest problem for all of the book lovers. That was all. That was my wrap up for 2 months. I'm not gonna be a lazy ass anymore, I promise. So thank you for watching, guys. Thank you very much. Comment down below which book was your favorite in this month, maybe 2 months. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye!